Well, hello everyone. I'm Sean Cheek of webpianoteacher.com. How you doing today? I'm going to show you how to spice up your playing by adding some fourths and fifths. Let's take a listen. Just a little something I wrote for us to help us do that. So let's get started on it. A lot of the famous piano players like Bruce Hornsby and others make a living off playing open fourths and fifths. That kind of sound. We tend to think we need to play chords all the time, you know, 3-note chords, 4-note chords, and so forth. But a lot of times just that open fourth and open fifth really gives a nice sound to things. People kind of overlook that when they're trying to improvise and play, just sit down and start playing. So we're going to look at that today. First, what is a fourth or a fifth? Well, if I start from a C and I measure up to a G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's a fifth. I'll find one right here. That's a fifth, and I kind of penciled that in there for you, fifth. And by the way, if you want the sheet to this, I'm going to post it on my Facebook. Just do a Facebook search for webpianoteacher.com and you can have this sheet to look at if you want to play. So that's a fifth, an open fifth. It's called open because listen to the sound. You know, if you played a full chord, that sounds filled out. You know, that's well and good, but sometimes that open fifth sounds good. Now, a fourth is one less as far as distance go. If I went to a D to a G, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's an open fourth. Okay? And you have that sound. So I marked the fourths and the fifths on here to help you kind of get started, give you somewhere to go. Now I added a few notes when I played this. I didn't play this verbatim, but this is written simply so those of you who aren't as advanced can play this. And then those of you who can add a little bit extra can do that as well. Okay, so we start off with a fourth on the right hand, D and G. I'm going to play 2 of those with 2 and 5. Then I'll go to a fifth with my C and G. Okay, and on the left hand I'm just going to add a C and an A on the bass. Okay? Alright, so that's our open fourth and fifth. And then so now I'm going to go fifth here, A and E. I can also play it with fingers 1 and 3, it doesn't really matter. 2 of those, then I'll do a fifth there. Okay, so you have the fourth here, the fifth, and the fifths there in that measure. The left hand's just going to go F, G, so we have a bass to play with it. So I have all I'm doing there, if you want to know, I'm just going G, G sharp, A to C, and I'm rolling it all up. Not something you have to do yet, just something you can give a shot if you want to. So there are fourths and fifths. Alright, it should really remind you of Bruce Hornsby. I grew up with him, you know, and all the songs he did. Elton John will use those open fourths and fifths as well, and Ben Folds, all great piano players. So it's a great tool to have in your arsenal, good thing in the toolbox to have for improvising. So we move on to the next measure, and we have the fourth and fifth again. And I just wrote this to give you something to go on to get started with it, and then you can move on from there. Here I have just an open fourth from G to C, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And when you measure the interval, because a fourth and a fifth is an interval, and that just means we're measuring a distance. You count all the letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, all the keys. You don't start with the first one and go 1, 2, 3. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, count them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a fifth, count them all. The left hand's going to go F, G. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, so let's do the whole line. Here we go. Do 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 do. Alright, and those little extra notes I'm putting in there, newsflash, all I'm doing is playing the notes that I'm already playing, I'm just playing them again. And so that's called vamping or filling in. Okay? It's a really neat skill to have And the more you play piano, the more you'll get comfortable with that, but I'm just playing the notes I'm already playing. Now what I did for this next part, if it sounds like any other song, it's not intentional. I just, you know, every song sounds like another song, doesn't it? Really it does. If you look long enough, you can find... Alright, I just went up and did something different here to show you different ways to play the 4th and the 5th. And I tried to make the song sound pretty good too, so as you're working on this skill, you have something nice to play instead of just a boring exercise, okay? So B, E, B, measure that. That's a 4th. 1, 2, 3, 4, B, C, D, E. Okay? And then you move down to A, D, A. So B, E, B, A, D, A. And back to B, E, B, C, G, C. Now that's a 5th, right? And I wrote them in blue there so that you could see that and notice and recognize that you're playing 4ths and 5ths. The left hand is just moving up and down with an open 5th. E to B, F to C, E to B, F to C. So we have... You can even go up an octave higher and go... Okay? Then you do it one more time. And then I made this just a short exercise. So you could do this into gear. Alright, so I just have descending 4ths here. And we start off with B, E. The little arrow just means roll it up. Okay? So B, E, and I'm going to play all of them with 2 and 5. I think that's the easiest way, I think. Well, no, you could use 1 and 4, 1 and 3 here and there, but yeah, you could go 2, 5, 1, 4, 1, 3, 2, 5, 1, 4, 1, 3, and repeat that. And then 1, 2 on the last one if you want. Or you could just play 2, 5 on all of them. Who cares? All right. The left hand, I just put a note in here to have something with it. And so I'll move my left hand up with a G, F, E. I kind of start off, you know, I go like a roller coaster. I start slow and go faster, and then slow down at the end. Now I have my open 5th here, F and C, with the left hand on a G. And then you can do an open 4th in the right hand, G to C. Left hand has a low C and G as a 5th. See, I didn't end on a C chord. That sounds not right for what we're doing here, right? The open 5th really matches that. Without the E in the middle, just that openness there of the open 5th, open 4th, okay? So there's the ending. And then I went, if you want to try that, all I'm doing is going D, E, C. How many songs end that way in the 70s, 80s, you know, era? Where you went D, E, C, 1, 2, 5, and the left hand's just going C, G, C. You want to end it that way. So let's do it again. Oh, da, 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 So, just gave you something there to work on to try to spice up your playing a little bit with open 4ths and open 5ths. Okay, so you play this a while, and then if you like to improvise, maybe some of this starts coming out in the other things that you're making up. Okay? And we really, truly don't make up anything. We're drawing from all the things we've ever learned in our whole life, and we're just kind of chopping them up and mixing them around a little bit, put them in a blender, and then do it a different way, right? That's all we're really doing. So if you can incorporate this to your playing, that'll be great. Again, you can download the sheet. I'll put it up. I'll post it on my Facebook page, webpianoteacher.com. Hope you guys enjoyed this lesson, and talk to you later.